boys and girls of grade 5, and welcome to another NGSA English Language Past Paper Review. Today, we will be exploring a few exam type questions on pronouns and conjunctions. As per normal, we will examine the questions by going through various years and the possible answers for these questions. So let's get started. Let's first look at pronouns. I must remind you, however, a little about pronouns. So let's go back in time. Boys and girls, I'm sure you remember that pronouns are words that take the place of nouns. We have about 7 types of pronouns. They are personal pronouns, reflexive pronouns, indefinite pronouns, demonstrative, interrogative, relative, and possessive pronouns. Today, however, we want to zoom in on personal and possessive pronouns. I'm sure you remember that possessive pronouns are pronouns that show ownership, and they include words such as mine, yours, theirs, ours, its, hers, and his. Additionally, there are also personal pronouns, which are further subdivided into 2 types. There is subject and object pronouns. I must remind you that the subject pronouns are I, he, she, you, it, we, and they. These are used when we are referring to the subject of a sentence. And there are object or objective pronouns, which include examples such as me, you, him, her, them, us, and it. However, objective pronouns are used when we're referring to the object in a sentence. So let's get started in these past paper questions. In the year 2020, we saw questions coming on pronouns. Let's go through the instruction. It reads, choose the most suitable pronoun to complete each sentence. These were found at number 16 and 17. Number 16, the ball belongs to the children. The ball is something. Definitely, boys and girls, we are looking for a suitable possessive pronouns. So let's look at the options. We have A, they, B, them, C, yours, or D, theirs. Smart children, if you think that the answer is D. So, the sentence would read, the ball belongs to the children. The ball is theirs. Number 17, Mark and something's sister are studying. Let's look again at the options. A, he, B, his, C, we, and D, him. Again, we are referring to the sister of Mark, and therefore we must use a possessive pronoun. So, boys and girls, the most suitable answer would be B, his. Mark and his sister are studying. In 2019, we also saw questions coming on pronouns. Let's take a look at them. The instruction had read, choose the most appropriate word to complete each sentence. Number 14, he is the most intelligent among something. What might be the most suitable pronoun for this question? Let's skim through the options. A, we, B, us, C, their, and D, they. course, the best option would be us. He is the most intelligent among us. 15. Those books belong to something. Again, in this sentence, we are referring to the object of the sentence, and therefore our answer must be an objective pronoun. So let's take a look at the options. We have A, my, B, she, C, they, and D, them. Definitely, D, them is the correct answer. So, the question would read, those books belong to them. Let's take a look at the questions in 2018 on pronouns. The instruction had read, choose the correct pronoun to complete each sentence. Number 20, please give something the message when he comes. Boys and girls, here we need an objective or object pronoun, since this particular pronoun will be the receiver of the message. So let's look at the options. A, I, B, he, C, we, or D, him. Definitely, our answer would be D, him. Please give him the message when he comes. Number 21, those books are something and I want them now. Definitely, if you have read that question and listened carefully, I'm sure you would have observed that we need a possessive pronoun. So let's look for it. A, my. Definitely no. B, her. No again. C, mine, or D, them. Boys and girls, the possessive pronoun among those options is C, mine. So, the answer would be, those books are mine and I want them now. Number 22. Between the two of something, I don't agree with what the boss is doing. If you remember, boys and girls, we always use object pronouns after prepositions such as with, between, along, etc. So, in that blank, we need an objective pronoun. So let's look at our options. A, I, B, us, C, we, or D, you. The objective pronoun there is be, us. So the answer would be, between the two of us, I don't agree with what the boss is doing. 2015 had one question on pronouns, so let's take a look at it. Identify the sentence in which you would put the word me in the space. So boys and girls, let's put the word me in each of the spaces to see which one is grammatically correct. A, do you know where me live? Definitely, that is not correct. B, when we leave here, it will be dark. That's a no again. C, the teacher gives Sita and me reward stickers. Sounds correct, but let's still look at the other. D, the road to my house was flooded after me left. And that's also grammatically incorrect. So boys and girls, me would be best placed at C. The teacher gives Sita and me reward stickers. That brings us to the end of looking at past paper questions on pronouns. So let's take a look at questions based on conjunctions. If you remember, a conjunction is also a part of speech, but it acts as a connector. The word itself literally means join together. As you remember, conjunctions are used to connect clauses, sentences, phrases, or words in writing. Conjunctions serve to join together ideas or words. So let's take a look at the questions. 2020. The instruction had read, choose the most suitable conjunction or conjunctions to complete each sentence. We found questions on conjunctions at numbers 18 to 20. Number 18, Zach should water the plants, something he has nothing to do. Which is the best connecting word? Our options are A or, B but, C and, or D since. Definitely, boys and girls, our answer would be D, since. Zach should water the plants since he has nothing to do. Number 19. Neither Mr. Joseph, something his children, are going to attend the party. Options, A or, B nor, C and, D because. I know for sure that you're thinking along the lines of B, since we usually say neither nor and either or. So the answer would read, neither Mr. Joseph nor his children are going to attend the party. Number 20, the man, something his wife, were expected in Barbados for the conference, something they missed their flight. We need two conjunctions, so let's take a look at the options. A, and so. B, and but. C, and with. Or D, with and so. Boys and girls, our best option here for connecting words is be and but. Let's fit them in. The man and his wife were expected in Barbados for the conference, but they missed their flight. 2017. The instruction. Choose the correct word to join the pair of sentences. So here we are using conjunctions to join sentences. Let's look at numbers 20 and 21. The first sentence read, I love the Caribbean. And there is need for a connecting word to join it to the other sentence, it is a beautiful place. Our options were A, so, B, yet, C, although, or D, because. What would you place in that space, boys and girls? Definitely, because. I love the Caribbean because it is a beautiful place. 21. The teacher praised the boys. Next sentence, the boys won the match. So let's look for a suitable connecting word. We have A, and, B, but, C, who, or D, which. It is important to note sometimes, however, boys and girls, that when we are joining sentences, in some cases, we may need to insert or omit a word or words. This might be the case here. look at the options once again. We have and, but, who, and which. What would you choose? Definitely who. And our sentence reconstructed would be, the teacher praised the boys who won the match. So boys and girls, that brings us to the end of our review on pronouns and conjunctions. But before you go, let's look at the study tip for today. Today's study tip reads, answer the questions you know first. Why is this important, boys and girls? Let me enlighten you. If you're having difficulty answering a question, move on and come back to tackle it once you've answered all the questions you know. Sometimes answering easier questions first can offer you insight into answering more challenging questions. Most importantly, it helps to save time since you have 1 hour, 10 minutes to read through and answer all 40 questions. And as such, time management becomes very important. Remember, boys and girls, when completing your multiple choice papers, you must answer the questions you know first. It saves you time. So pupils, I hope you were able to note the structure and possible answers for examination questions on pronouns and conjunctions. Be sure to rewatch the videos done on these and other topics, and also make full use of the Quiz Me app as a preparatory tool for your examinations. Please continue to be diligent and work feverishly to apply good study habits and patterns so that you can be successful at your examinations. If ever in doubt, do remember the words of Christopher Robin, which says, "You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." With that, I'll say so long for now until our next class.